F-35 fighter jet as their Formula 1 car since their chief technical officer has an entire research facility built into his head. As for the driver...
Next, we will be watching Formula 1 Explained by an Idiot by Rick's F1 Addiction. Make sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment in the doodly-doo.
Formula 1, often referred to as the pinnacle of motorsports. It's been the face of racing for so many years now, and I, a very, very intellectual F1 fan, am going to attempt to explain it.
Okay, good, because I know nothing about F1 racing and I kind of want to learn. I watched that one video about the freaking racers, like in the different types of, like the different names of the racers and who they were, like briefly explained. But to be honest, I don't know much more than cars go fast and can be dangerous and go boom. That's all I know. Cars go fast. I think that's a pretty good starting point. I mean, if I thought the cars go slow, I think that probably wouldn't be helping, you know? Sith, same? Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone. Hi, Roger. Welcome in. Welcome in.
I'm not exactly very intellectual. Now, Formula...
Voidstar, thank you for the 55 stream streak and 5 stream streak doc. Sorry.
One with all of its glamour, beauty, speed, adrenaline, and engineering is essentially 20 rich guys driving in circles. Thank you so much for watching.
Oh, I understand now. Cars do go fast.
Nothing, just an incident.
Now, of course, Formula 1 isn't just 20 millionaires driving in circles, but the circles are on crack, although, not gonna lie, it's kind of accurate. But you know, Formula 1 is so much more than that, and I'm going to bring you guys deep down the rabbit hole. Obviously, some of you are probably watching this because you want to try to get into Formula 1, which is relatively pretty easy, as you can probably tell. But if you're already a diehard fan, okay, I kind of don't know why the hell you're still watching this video, but hey, you know, this video is going to be one hell of a journey. So grab your popcorn, clear your tears away if you're a Ferrari fan, grab your Red Bull or your Monster Energy, and this is going to be Formula 1 explained by an idiot.
At least you aren't only turning left like in NASCAR. So true, so true. So true. They do look really cool. With the Indy 500 then, they have 500 people who are independent VTubers.
Alright, so starting off with the basic stuff, F1 is a sport where 10 teams with 2 drivers each race for points that tally up to a Drivers' World Championship, which is equivalent to like the Piston Cup. The F1 season starts in late...
Thank you for the subscription, Tricky's Bottom.
Tricky Bottom's just resubscribed for 6 months.
Valid VTuber to be a bottom too, honestly. Tricky is adorable and cute and funny. Honestly, that's amazing. That's so fucking cute. Also, yes, the Indy 500, to my knowledge, is when they get 500 independent VTubers to race in cars, all of which die. It is a way to call the herd. There's just too many VTubers, so we just put them in F1 cars and just, like, you know, just remove our numbers by a little bit. That's what I heard last. I know nothing, you know?
February and ends in November. December to February is essentially the season break where there's no F1, aka the time where I lose my sanity and curl up into a ball and start crying. But it's also the time...
Listen. I want to judge for being too obsessed with something, but I get it. Trust me. If I don't have a show that I really like watching, like, I will either rewatch the same thing over and over again and just be kind of sad because there's no new episodes, or like if like a creator that I want to watch is off, like I lose my sanity. I start feeling myself going more and more unhinged, feeling like my grasp on reality is quickly slipping away. Like I don't have anything to judge time by. I don't remember what day it was when I last ate, when I last slept, whether or not I've even pumped blood today. I'm not sure if you're supposed to be actively pumping blood with your heart or not, or if it just happens automatically. But I'm so untethered from reality at this point that I have no idea. Anyways, yeah, I completely commiserate. I totally get it. Yeah. Totally. Neuro and Evil Racing F1 champs, they could drive. Can you get through the 500 laps? No. I would get motion sick so freaking quick. Breathe, Lumi. See, I'm even forgetting to breathe. Thank you for reminding me, Sith.
Where some spicy F1 news gets released. In work terms, it's like hearing your favorite manager got fired or a coworker moved to the rival's business. So there are 24 different races this year, and in each race, drivers essentially score points, and the one with the most points wins the championship. Points are only given to drivers who finish within the top 10, essentially saying skill issue to the other 10 drivers on the grid.
Understood.
Once again, most unsportive driver of the grid.
My balls, mate.
But aside from that, these points also tally up to a Constructors' Championship, which is the combined points of the 2 drivers in a team. The team with the most points from both drivers takes the Constructors' Championship, and the higher the team places, the more money that they get. Now, every single team in F1 has 2 drivers. There's no way around that. You can't have 3, probably just a reserve driver, which is essentially somebody to back up the other 2 drivers in case somebody gets sick. So every team has to have
Okay, I've been hearing a lot about how like F1 drivers need to have thick necks so that they don't so they can deal with the G-forces and stuff like that. But the more F1 drivers I see the necks of, the more terrified I am, and I start getting like a little bit like self-conscious about my neck not being thick enough. Just like especially in videos like this where I'm seeing thick neck, thick neck, thick neck. I'm just like, am I wrong? Am I the only one who doesn't have a thick neck? Like, it's weird. I understand that's not the average neck size, but like when I'm looking at like the just constantly thick neck, thick neck, thick neck, I'm just like, am I some kind of aberration? You're not driving an F1 car, are you? Well, not that. Wait, am I? I should be paying attention to the road probably instead of watching videos. Oh fuck, I'm gonna die, aren't I? I'm perfect the way I am. Thank you so much, Diesel. It's like you're experiencing several G-forces. I mean, listen. When a pretty girl flirts with me, I'm experiencing so many G-forces, G for girl, on me. I just feel myself overwhelmed, knocked out, to the point where I faint. So maybe I am experiencing a lot of G-forces. Ooh, G for gay too? Damn right. I am a lesbian. Hi!
2 drivers. Except for Aston Martin, because Lance Stroll is incapable of being a good driver.
You can't lift it. No. Haven't you?
Lance Stroll, what the fuck? No.
How can you be so useless, man?
Now, each team before the season starts develops a car that
Sometimes
follows
that's why
the
you need to take back-
regulations set by the FIA. If you don't know what the FIA is, it stands for Forever and Insufferable
Diesel.
Pain in the Ass.
No, Mikey, no, Mikey, that was so not right.
So the FIA basically makes these regulations that all teams have to follow to make their cars, and each team has to try to develop the fastest car which will help their drivers win points. Now the development of the car also involves engines. So far there are 4 engine manufacturers in F1, which are Mercedes, Ferrari, Honda, and Renault. Teams will have to choose an engine to work with, and they have to create the most aerodynamically efficient car on the grid, because if they don't, something like this
Is your
happens.
drive, by the way? Oh, cool, Cobra. Lance Stroll. Woo!
Alright guys, so
terminology,
ready
let's
up
go,
for me
let's
to
go.
nerd out. I'm straight up gonna look like this. And this time I'm gonna
Me
be
too,
speedrunning
okay.
some F1 terms you need to know.
DRS.
Pretty much the ones you need to know to understand everything that I'm gonna say. Because if
Dick-rucking
I don't
sips.
include this part, I'll actually just sound like a professional yapper throughout the video. Okay, so here we go. Pole position. It's basically where a driver qualifies with the fastest time and starts first on the grid. Charles Leclerc.
Pole position in my vocabulary is a way of positioning yourself when you're going to be doing some dancing in the club. That's what I know it as. I think that's my pole position. I like that one better. Much better, honestly.
is very familiar with that.
Oh, pole dancing in freaking F1 when? Pole dancing in F1 when?
But is incapable of winning from that position. Next is a podium. No, it's not the thing that Joe Biden stands on when he's trying to deliver a speech. Big
Okay, well, I was gonna say it was that, so you know, you just stole my joke. Okay, fine. Do your thing then, fine.
emphasis on the word trying.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him
Instead of podium in F1.
You know what? He's so right about that. It's the right way to define America. It is just so like it's just like it's a complex jumble of nonsense that kind of works sometimes, but when you think of it any amount more thought, like there's a lot of issues. You know, if like for a long time it seemed like, oh yeah, like this is working fine, but then once we had to give like a little bit of thought, we're like, it's actually a word, huh? You know what? That's a pretty honestly, that's a good way of explaining America. Good job. Bad Marco, welcome in. How you doing? I'm doing good.
Is where a driver finishes within the top 3, essentially second or third, as they get to stand on a podium after a race and potentially break another person's trophy. Another term is back markers. The teams or drivers that are all the way back of the competition. They're just there, all the way back there, which is something that Nikita Mazepin is very familiar with. Moving on, we have P1, P2, and P3. The
Player 1, Player 2, and Player 3, because video games, like, it really makes me think of Smash Bros. Like, I understand it's not position, but like, come on, like, it's Player 1, 2, and 3. Like, video games have taken that. I don't know.
P is for position, and the number
P is
after
for
that
position.
is, well, it's kind of obvious. If you do not understand that, I swear to God, there is no hope for you to understand
Digimon
Formula
Bag
1.
Follow.
Pit stops are where
Digimon
drivers
money.
change their tires, and you start to hear flies in your ears.
Whoa.
And finally, DRS, which makes your car go faster as its rear wing opens, which allows for less drag. And it can only be active in the DRS zones of a racetrack. If you don't know what it stands for once again, then this video will certainly help you out.
Then
Okay.
Then they start catching up, he'll be grateful.
You know what DRS stands for, Noah? Suck my dick.
Do I know how to spell suck my dick? I've never tried saying it to people, so I'm assuming that maybe I just don't know. I guess I got it wrong. Now we have a new DRS thing where the front wing also opens. Ooh. Back in the 19-somethings, there's an FIA regulation awful, to the point where drivers were on a strike and had to slumber party in a hotel room in a home country until the regulations were changed. In your home country? That's so fucking cool! Suck my yeah.
All right, so
That's
now
really
we
cool,
have
actually.
the race weekends. It's
I
essentially
okay,
the
but like, okay, the DRS thing actually is really cool. I do love that. Like, I love that there is a freaking speed boost. There is like, it is like a freaking, like, it reminds me of Mario Kart in a way, where there is a space where you can hit a button and you'll get speed boost. Like, what, like, you can think about like. It's just like hitting like a speed strip in like Mario Kart. I really love it. Not speed boost. I know traction boost, but you got to go faster. Is the thing, right? You get to go faster because like you have the better traction, so you can kind of just like spin the wheels faster. So you, by effect, you do go faster. So I'm just saying, in a very simplified manner, it does function like a speed boost strip, and I kind of love that. That's really fun. Pretty sure you're still slow for turns. I know, of course. Yes, remember to type soap if you want a gift card today, everyone. We're giving away 5 cheeky gift cards, so type soap in chat if you want to do that. YouTube, come to Twitch chat. Maybe we'll do another giveaway.
Of an F1 race, which takes place on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday is free practice, where drivers familiarize themselves with the track. Saturday is qualifying, which determines where you place on the grid. And Sunday is the race day. But not gonna lie, I'm kind of not really satisfied with that explanation. A more accurate way to put the race weekend is essentially Friday, everybody is delusional. Saturday, Ferrari fans are extremely happy. And on Sunday, Red Bull fans are extremely happy as we hear the Dutch national anthem for the 23rd time in a year.
Textbook stuff, Max.
No, come on, stop
Pit stops and strategy.
Okay, so what happens once the race goes on? What happens after it's lights out and away we go? Well, believe it or not, it's not just cars going in circles over and over. Although most of it is pretty much that. But no, you know, there's something called tire wear, which I'm gonna explain as clearly as possible in bedroom terms. There's the hard tires, which last the longest. There's the soft tires, which finishes the fastest. Medium tires are kind of the in-between. Wet tires is used when the track gets spicy and slippery. And the final
wet tires is what I get when I'm in bed with a beautiful woman. Also, it's drawing a dick. I can see that. I can see that. I can see that.
Tire compound is intermediates, which are used when the track is somewhat wet, which is about 1 to 3 milliliters damp, whereas for wets, it's ideal for when the track is really wet, like something around 4 milliliters damp and above.
Oh, Burning. Hi, Burning. Welcome in, darling. How's your stream? I was just about to make a joke about being wet in bed. How are you doing? Did you have a good stream? What did you get up to? Unfortunately, Literally has only done sim racing so far. I know! I've only been able to get my wet tires on solo. I need a beautiful woman to help me get my wet tires on. Oh! Hi, Lumi's stream was good. What'd you get up to, Burning? Well, thank you so much for the raid. Raiders, if you don't know me, I am LuminusRed, the brilliant Nova VTuber, the star that everyone is talking about. Or, what's stop talking? Can't remember which it is. And I'm so grateful for you trusting me with your chat, Burning. I really hope you had a great day. We're watching a video about F1 racing because I know nothing about it. Yes. Oh, Dude has a new model, played some Goosebumps and Ducks as well. Awesome. I'm gonna have to check out your new model after. Can we get a shout out for Burning, please? Please and thank you. I'm gonna have to go check that out afterwards. If you don't want to know more about F1, you gotta look up Michael Schumacher at some point. Everyone go follow Burning. Burning is a friend of Mira Mirage's and mine, introduced to me by the lovely Snow Leopard herself. So please go and, with her recommendation in mind, check out Burning. Okay? I'll see you all there in some point. I don't know. Let's go for it.
I just sounded like the biggest nerd in history.
No, that was really cool.
My goodness. Pardon my F1 addiction, guys. It's actually incurable. Like, I would be watching F1 while doing literally anything, to the point where I would run out of content to watch and start watching videos of a monkey putting out the fastest lap in a race.
Huh? What the fuck? It's actually free time.
Anyways, we have pit stops. So this is where the teams switch out their tires in a race. Teams are required to pit at least once and change to a different tire compound. So once again, in bedroom terms, when you're hard and she's wet, you probably don't last as long as a pit stop, which is like sub 3 seconds. I have no idea if you guys understood that. But just as a rundown of what...
Chat, who here has a 3-second pit stop? Who has a 3-second pit stop? The thing is, when you've got wet tires on wet tires, well, trust me, you can go a lot longer. Honestly, a pit stop takes hours and can go for longer. As long as you you have the free time, your pit stop can last as long as you want. Oh, trust me. I really want to pit stop a beautiful lady and get her wet tires all attached to us, you know?
It's like when F1 teams pit. Red Bull's pit stops usually go like this, while Ferrari's pit stops are pretty much this.
Look, they're not even there. There's not a single intermediate tyre in sight.
They came in, whether that was the driver who called it or the...
As for strategy, different races means different tires can be used. For example, there could be races that require drivers to have 2 pit stops because their tires don't last as long.
Mine's
or
5
some
minutes.
people would go on a one-stop strategy and risk it all. Strategies can change depending on the situation, but essentially the teams opt for the most optimal tire combo. Except for Ferrari.
He's tried everything.
Box, Carlos, box.
Oh.
Confirmed.
What the fuck was that?
Why were they telling you to pit?
To pit?
Now, with all of the info on Formula 1, which you guys just had thrown into your faces like Logan Sargent whenever he sees a barrier, you're probably wondering, which team should I support? And well, that's an amazing question, because me being, you know, a very intelligent Formula 1 fan, I'm going to give you guys the most accurate guide on F1 teams and drivers. Trust me, you will never see more accurate information in the world than this video.
It's a Ferrari.
It's a shitbox.
Ferrari. So this team has pretty much had depressed drivers and fans since 2007. They do completely abysmal team strategies that make you think that you're high on crack, and has completely destroyed their past legacy of being the strongest team in Formula 1. Their driver Charles Leclerc has probably spent $1 million on his therapist after the tragedy, also called the 2022 season. And he's probably going to spend more after his contract extension. Now, if you don't know how this contract stuff works, basically these drivers are like employees and can get replaced or kept when their contract expires. Like the other driver Carlos Sainz, who is going to be replaced by Lewis Hamilton in 2025.
Hey guys, is it hammer time yet? Copy, we are checking.
Well, change your car. You've got a problem. Change your f***ing car.
Next up is Red Bull. Their theme song is pretty much the Dutch national anthem, or... What? Some of their fans started supporting them probably because they're Dutch, or their team has been losing too much to the point where supporting Red Bull is their only way of coping. Red Bull also has the literal F-35 fighter jet as their Formula 1 car, since their chief technical officer has an entire research facility built into his head. As for their driver...
Do you want something to rub all over you? Well, look no further, because I have a brand deal with Cheeky Soap, and you can get 10% off by using code STAR at checkout. This soap, it lathers better than any soap I've ever had, and unlike other fancy soaps, this one holds its shape. It doesn't immediately turn to mush as you're using it. This has the same firmness as a cheap bar soap, but has the same quality, delicious scent, and lovely body feel as a highly artisan soap you would get at the farmer's market. Also, if we sell enough soap, then you're gonna get me my own soap, so I can be right next to Giga and Iron Mouse. So please use code STAR at checkout and get 10% off.
Their main driver has daddy issues.
I'm learning a lot so far. I'm understanding more about like just the design and like the rules and regulation, and like I mean obviously also like the terminology, and I'm recognizing like I always assumed that there was a lot going into F1 racing. Like I already, like as a baseline, you look at the sport, you're like, of course that takes a ridiculous amount of work, a lot of like coordination, a lot of like moving parts, including design and stuff like that. But I think that this is giving me a newfound respect, because I'm seeing fully all of the moving pieces. I'm not just imagining a nebulous concept of there's a lot of moving pieces, but I'm seeing broken down, even in like big, maybe even still like simplified terms, all of the different like pieces that are actually the cogs in this wheel, specifically even wheels, and seeing like how much that a good pit team can actually like help someone win a race, because you can have the best driver in the world. If the pit team takes 5 minutes to change their tires every pit stop, they're never going to win a race. So I'm recognizing more and more, it's not just the driver that's important. There's the car design, there's the pit crew, there's everyone involved. There's like thousands of people for every car, which is really cool. This is really cool. CTO is the biggest technical racing sport as the biggest trump card. Interesting. Okay. I'm really interested in this. This is really...
And their second driver forgot how to drive in 2023.
Huh? No! What?
I've crashed it. I've crashed it almost immediately.
I noticed. Random question, is there any written
As for Mercedes, their team principal...
There's nothing written on my choker. It is just a golden triangle. That's all it is. I'm actually thinking for when I eventually get a new model, it's going to be replaced. I mean, I'm going to keep the choker and a charm there, but I think I've got some new ideas for a better charm to go with it. The what card? JK. Like the Trike Mayo. Mercedes is currently the best car in 2016. 2026. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Has a deep hatred for headsets, and they used to dominate a couple years ago, but now they completely forgot how to build a car. Now, Mercedes fans are some of the funniest people out there, but also some of the most ungodly, annoying fans in the world. Particularly Team LH, aka Lewis Hamilton Glazers, still talking about him being 8-time world champion, which I do understand if you find the 2021 season controversial, but these guys are literally putting 8-time world champion literally everywhere. Like, I would see comments saying that Lewis is 8-time world champion in a YouTube video analyzing the Cars movie. Now, of course, I'm not going to target all of you Mercedes fans out there. There's some of you guys who are,
turns out F1 tires have no treads, and the track is sticky because it heats up so much they lightly melt, and that's what the traction is? That's so cool. That's actually really fun. If you have to take penalty pit stop, and the crew is not allowed to touch the car before the penalty is over, if they do, the driver has to come in again. What the heck? 2016? Where did that one come from? Your dyslexia. I'm sorry. I'm bad. That was dyslexia plus dyscalculia, okay? Okay? That's insane, though.
Actually normal. But to all of the Team LH fans out there, instead of yapping about how the FIA is racist, instead use that energy to pray that Lewis has a good therapist since he's going to Ferrari in 2025. Also, Mercedes' other driver, George Russell, has a crippling addiction of crashing into people.
To the outside to cover off Carlos Sainz, trying to go wide, and there you go, George Russell
He just fully turned into me.
That was insane! Keyword or map.
I'm moving up and down, side to side like a roller coaster.
What?
McLaren is basically the papaya team. They're orange.
Are they sponsored by Google? Are they sponsored by Google? Like, does anyone else not look at these tires and immediately think that this is a Google symbol? Like, it looks like the Google symbol, right? Right? It's the same colors. Like, I mean, the blue is normally in the center. Probably Google. That's a really good Google sponsorship to be, like, to have it in motion like that. That's really cool. I actually think that's better than having it, like, up here. Having this part of the tire, that's really cool. I actually really love that. Oh, I'm impressed. I'm impressed by that marketing decision. Because, yeah, like, having Android up here, you're like, yeah, I see Android. But then I look at this, and I'm like, wait a second, I need to think about this. What is... Just check. Let me just check. What is it, Aiden? What is it? But yeah, oh my gosh. Yes, they are sponsored by Google! So I think this is better marketing. Out of all these things, like, yeah, you're like, oh, yeah, Android, WebEx, okay. And then you see this, and you're like, wait, are they sponsored by Google? And then you have to go and check, right? Hi, Bionica, welcome in. Lumiria, all day, all night. Best lesbian VTuber ship. Okay. Mira is not a lesbian. I think she is bi or pan. I am not sure what her specific identifier is, but she likes men as well, so it is not lesbian, it is a sapphic ship, okay? Let's respect Mira. She needs to feel appreciated and loved in this situation because she's pan. She said on stream earlier. Okay, I just want to make sure. I wasn't sure which label she was using specifically. I wasn't sure if she had said that verbally or not, so I didn't want to, like, out her, but I knew that she had said something. Breathing. So but yeah, no, like, even in shipping, make sure to respect Mira's sexuality, as it is diverse, and it is amazing and wonderful, and it is one aspect of what I love about her. Like, I'm lesbian, she's not, but she loves women, and so, you know, I'm in chat. Oh my gosh, she's pan. She is indeed, yes. Indeed.
And a team with a really, really rich history and a strong one as well, as long as we decide to ignore their, McLaren-Honda partnership. Overall, they're a strong powerhouse in F1, along with Mercedes, Ferrari, and Red Bull. As for their drivers, Lando Norris can't finish P1 probably until he's like 73 years old, and is mentally incapable of saying anything normal in an interview.
Huh?
Man's had a good moustache. It might be that I'm not able to grow.
While Oscar Piastri is really talented and so happy that he literally looks like this.
Otto, let's be honest. I have a chance more than anyone. I have a chance, okay? I have a chance. Hi, Silius Vale, welcome in. Tapas. Oh, dated video. Lando has 11 wins in World Championships now. Good to know. Mods, where's that shout out for the cute snow leopard lady? Please and thank you. But yes, Otto,
Now,
you do have a
Alpine
chance.
is what I call the schizophrenic team. Like, literally, these guys are fighting absolutely no one other than their own imaginations. They're just a team that's just there. They don't stand out, but if you like a car that's pink, like one of my friends who doesn't...
The pink look does look really cute. I like the Pepto-Bismol pink on the car. Also, Bionicle, thank you for the 5-stream streak. Make sure, everyone, if you want to get your gift card, a chance at the gift card, put soap in chat, and you'll be entered to get one of the 5 gift cards that we're giving away. They're retinol, by the way. Okay, but I like this color pink. It looks really good. I'm doing good, Nate. I'm excited to play NIKKE later.
Know jack about F1, then sure, you can definitely support them. Now, what about their drivers? You know, how good are they? Well, all you need to know about them is that they're both French.
Oh.
Okay, on to the next team.
James, please abort.
Don't we hate the French, everyone?
For Williams, money ruined their capability to keep up in recent times. They've had a rich history like the other big powerhouses. Williams used to be a backmarker team for a couple of years, but their comeback has been slow but strong. I could say the same for my academics. Actually, never mind.
My mods did it. My mods were able to get back in time. Go follow Mira Mirage. She is a beautiful snow leopard, a amazing friend, and a cutie patootie. My lord. And I don't know, my pet, my princess, my wife, who knows? She's many things to me, and I enjoy every single thing she is. So, you know, go hang out. Go hang out with Mira Mirage. Go give her a follow. She's a lot of fun, and she's amazing. Okay.
I've actually been doing awful. I'm just deluding myself. Anyways, as for their drivers, Logan Sargent and Alex Albin, one of them doesn't know what a kilometer is, and the other one is very nice. That was honestly the best summary I could come up for these two. I'm gonna kill myself.
Aston Martin? Who the heck is this man? Why does he have
Aston Martin showed huge promise at the start of the
Backwards
2023 season until they scrambled like maniacs not knowing how to develop their car. Also, yeah guys, throughout the season, teams in F1 can introduce upgrades to their car as long as they don't breach the cost cap, which is a limit of how much they can spend throughout the year. Now, most of the time, upgrades work brilliantly, except for whatever Aston Martin has been putting into their cars halfway throughout 2023. When it comes to their drivers, one of them is a 75-year-old rookie who makes TikToks every day, but still keeps up with the competition. And their other driver is so consistently garbage that another team even roasted him in an interview.
Dominated.
You're right, Matthew, though. You're right.
It's like Alonso and Stroll.
Are you having fun with this? You alright with this, guys?
I fucking had enough of both of you. You let that team down.
Haas, Sauber, and the RB Formula 1 team. Now, these three are just there, you know. It's really sad. They don't stand out. They're essentially the back markers. And when it comes to their drivers, one driver is allergic to finishing in the podiums. Another got his wife pregnant after getting pole position. This one is the type to get friend-zoned. The other guy is a Finnish Australian who posts pics of his butt online. Another dude is planning to open a restaurant but never does it despite having millions of dollars. And the final driver is a high-performance athlete.
Totally Spies. Totally Spies. I love that show. Totally Spies was so much fun as a kid. I love Totally Spies. Sorry, someone just mentioned Totally Spies. I love Totally Spies. Sorry. Otto did. He triggered me with hyper range. Totally Spies was so good, and like freaking, they were really hot, and I was very gay and a child, and it was very cute, and I liked it a lot. I tried rewatching it at one point, and like I don't feel like this is as good quality as I remember it being, but it was still really good. We're watching F1 Formula 1 explained by an idiot. Are these racers on Fraud Watch or something? Not to my knowledge. I love Totally Spies too. Thank you. I'm so glad, Katari. I'm glad. Need to go now. No worries. I was supposed to sleep 2 hours ago. Sleep well, Matthew. Was very gay. Yes, I was and am. I'm even gayer now. Leave me being gay. Color me surprised. You must. Oh, Martin Mystery too. Oh my gosh, Martin Mystery is so much fun. Oh, there was so many hot. Freaking the woman in a lab coat, like their mom, and then her sister, like Martin's mom and sister, were so good. Oh my goodness. I prefer Team Galaxy. I never watched that. Okay, a lot of suspicious moments. The cartoons. I know. Totally Spies. I feel like you're responsible for a lot of my kinks, if I'm being honest. I think that Totally Spies is responsible for a lot of my kinks, if I'm being honest. And you remember Max Steel? I do. I never watched it though. I saw it on
Athletes sweat. Sweat, baby. Sweat.
What the heck's happening? Sweat, baby.
Now, so far throughout the start of the video and until now, I've been saying that F1 is literally the pinnacle of motorsports. Apart from the Cars movie, of course. But what makes F1 so good? Well, it's the crashes and accidents, which usually go like this.
Super soft rubber on. Now ready to attack. Wait, what's the problem? Took it. Ah, there's a wheel.
So crashes and accidents in F1 are not just entertaining, but they can cause the track to be dangerous. And this
okay, I have a question here.
To attack. Wait, what's the problem? Took it. Ah, there's a wheel in the.
This person, I'm guessing, really shouldn't have ran out into the road where an F1 racer was like driving out, right? Like this guy should have like I mean, I think it would probably been safer for him to hit the wheel than him to hit this guy, right? Like this can't I would say no, shouldn't have, right? Because I think that like the car is more like at this speed, the car is likely to not kill the driver if it hits the wheel because they're just getting started, but it is likely to kill this man if he hits him, right? I was watching a stream on my phone and Ski video on my computer and Mark Rober is on my TV. Today's a bloody amazing. I'm glad, Trigger. 100%. Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone in thinking that. But like, also, I'm curious, like in this situation, what happens for the rules, because like this is delaying this driver by a lot. So is this driver going to get some kind of advantage or something, or how do you how do you help this driver out, or does this driver just have to deal with the fact that there was this interruption because of this mistake by another team? Because this is a different team, right? The other team gets punished. So okay, so this person doesn't get punished, so fined usually. Okay. I assume they get to time bonus cut. Maybe. I would hope so. And the other team gets punished. That makes sense.
So crashes and accidents in F1 are not just entertaining, but they can cause the track to be dangerous. And this results in flags being waved during a session. One of them is the yellow flag, single ones which are usually waved when a car goes off track or a minor incident happens, while double yellow flags are for hazardous things. Next up is the red flag, which are for major incidents. Like
red flags are what women that red flags are what women I went to university with saw as a good sign for someone to date. Every time they saw a red flag being waved, they're like, "That's my boyfriend." That like legitimately, every heterosexual woman I knew in university, if they saw a red flag, they went running. And then this occurred. Of course. Honestly. I understand that it was just probably like a bad pull of the luck, and that there is some very, very healthy heterosexual relationships. I totally get that. And like my best friend from university is in a super healthy heterosexual relationship right now. She was not in at university, holy crap. But there's nothing that makes you feel more assured in being a lesbian than seeing an abusive prick making your friend's life miserable. Just saying. Like, I understand it is not painting all men with a brush. That's not how all men are. I'm not saying it, but I'm not saying that. But there is a moment of kind of like, God, I'm glad I'm gay. When you're sitting there seeing your friend crying because of their abusive boyfriend, and you're like, yeah, I'm so glad I like women. You know? Just a tiny bit. It's sad. It's kind of just like, yeah, I'm glad I don't have to deal with that. God. But sadly, I don't get to date anyone. So, maybe I'll learn more about the abusive levels of women as well once I get to that. Right now, maybe it was more of a, I'm glad I'm not dating anyone, I guess, maybe a little bit, I'm sorry. And nothing makes you feel your own gender than dudes to treat others like shit. Yeah, I get it. University things make things worse too. Yeah, university is not a healthy place for people's development and relationships. Understandable. Everyone can have red flags, and damn, do they suck. Yeah.
Zhou Guanyu getting his car turned into a fidget spinner. Charles Leclerc crashing in Monaco for like the 50th time.
Why?
And Sergio Perez in literally every race in 2023. There's also other flags like the blue flag, which warns slower cars that a faster one is approaching them. There's the black flag for a penalty warning or a disqualification.
They should also have a pirate flags for when a random car jumps onto the track and tries to start robbing other cars of their booty. I think that they should have that just in case. They may never need to fly it, but they should have the pirate flag in case there is a bandit that comes onto the track and tries to steal parts from cars while they're driving. I'm just saying, probably it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. I was gonna see the Mario movie, but matinee is $20. Oh my gosh, I really want to see Project Hail Mary. I've read the book and I loved it. I actually read the book twice because I loved it so much. And so like I can't wait for the movie, and I haven't had a chance. I'm talking to my parents. We might go and see it on Sunday. That's the movie I want to go see, is freaking Project Hail Mary. It looks so good. The difference for everyone tried to excuse female red flags. Some might even find those red flags hot. Well, listen, I might be, yeah, okay, fuck it, okay. I might be attracted to some women with red flags. Okay, listen, I'm not making less of the women who dated men with red flags. I'm not saying that we can't all fall for that. I recognize I'm probably going to fall for that. But I'm just saying, like, when you're in that specific situation, there is like a nice kind of moment of catharsis. But I do recognize that it is a improper one in my regard, you know? Fun fact, the free speech flag is a hex code on to copy DVDs. That's awesome. Yeah, you're attracted to Krelly. Yeah. Pirate flag for racing in America. You're allowed to shoot other drivers. Numi says she's almost cried because a rock kind of made me interested. Oh, wait, yes, no, freaking, I can't spoil anything. I don't want to spoil anything, but I totally understand why Numi said that, because, oh my goodness, no, I cried. Okay, what she's referring to made me cry, because it was so sad. Honestly, Numi is so right for that. Maybe I'll have to start having a crush on Numi if she's got such base takes. Like, what the heck? Oh my gosh.
Green flag, which means that the race is on again.
And that's what I avoid in dating, green flags. Anyways.
Finally, the checkered flag, where drivers decide the winner through a chess game after the race.
What?
That was a joke, in case you guys couldn't tell. Another amazing part of F1 are the team radios, which my boy Fernando Alonso here is known for some iconic ones like these.
Mate, I have no brakes. No tires. We are out of the points. We try to do whatever, but I don't care too much.
Don't forget that there's also Kimi Räikkönen, who talks more on the radio than he does anywhere else.
Quite famous by you two.
Yes, Otto.
Anyway.
Hey!
Yeah, yes, Otto popped on me. Yeah.
Steering wheel, somebody tell him to give it to me. Come on!
In F1, there's also rivalries like Charles and Max throughout the start of the 2022 season until Ferrari completely destroyed Charles's mental health. There's also the iconic 2021 season, which also had a rivalry between Max and Lewis, where these two were so attracted to each other in the race that the FIA almost gave them a penalty for public display of affection.
Cute. Yes,
Alright, so next up are the rules, which are made by the FIA, who decide on who gets punished when they break the rules. And well, they are known for some pretty controversial decisions, which really just explains the forever and insufferable pain in the ass. But anyways, here's me speedrunning some of the most important rules in F1. So track limits. If 4 wheels of your car gets off the white lines of a track, they blow you up. If you're speeding in the pit lane, you're going too fast, they blow you up. Overtaking rules, you kiss another car, they blow you up. And lastly, the final and most important rule, if you're Romain Grosjean, you actually blow up.
Let's go and get him.
The fuck?
I have it printed.
Platypus, I love that. I could fix her, but whatever is wrong with her, the way she is, it's way hotter. Or like, but whatever is wrong with her is way hotter. It's definitely a thing. No, 100%, 100%. Listen. I have some weird proclivities when it comes to women. I recognize it. I'm actively attracted to yanderes. I understand the reasons you shouldn't be, but I cannot deny that I am attracted to yanderes, okay? I like a woman who is overly possessive because I want to be possessed in an extreme fashion. I want a woman to like completely like take ownership of me and like, you know, make me hers. I want that more than I want anything else. Do I want to be consensual and respectful and kind? Sure. But I mean, listen, I have one thing that I want above all. Okay. Her red flags are a big butt and big boobs. Has Lumi played me side? Zoe, I did a long time ago, and it made me very motion sick, and I had to end stream. Yep. Anyways. I am a bottom, thank you for noticing.
Alright, so the next aspect of Formula 1 are its team principals. Now, these guys are pretty much the leader of their teams and are the people who are guiding them.
Wait. That guy. Wait.
Now, these guys...
Is he Seinfeld? Seinfeld? Is that Seinfeld? Why does he look like Seinfeld? Is anyone else seeing this? Does this guy not look like Seinfeld to you? He kind of looks like Seinfeld. I recognize it. I'm seeing differences now, but like, he kind of looks like Seinfeld, right? Like, is it just the hair? Does he just have Seinfeld's hair? Like, no, he's total well a bit. There's nothing but red flags, so I'm colorblind. Oh Oh, there's only a single Project Mahero, a Lego set. There needs to be more. I mean, it makes sense that there's only one. There should be a second one later, but you know, he just looks a little bit like Seinfeld to me. I don't know why.
Guys are pretty much the leader of their teams and are the people who are guiding them to victory. Now, the team principal of Mercedes, Toto Wolff, is known for printing things out, and he's pretty much a mafia boss turned into Pookie Bear in recent seasons.
Die funktionieren im Moment nicht. That's harassment.
Next up is Christian Horner, the team principal of Red Bull.
Yes,
he got
really
unbelievably roasted by Martin Brundle.
Shame you're too old to have driven here, really.
I am too old to have driven here, but
You would have liked it.
yeah. Shame you wasn't fast enough to get to Formula 1.
And there's also the team principal of Aston Martin, Mike Crack.
Huh?
I'm not gonna say anything about his name. Next up is James Vowles, who still gives severe nightmares to Valtteri Bottas.
They're really doing this.
Valtteri, it's James. Please abort the fastest lap attempt for the end of the lap.
Next is Andrea Stella, the team principal for McLaren. I honestly didn't even know this guy was team principal. Like, I still think it's Pookie Bear Zach Brown because like he's just 10 times more entertaining despite him being cringy in some certain moments.
Abbiamo fatto noi.
Take care of him like we did. Aww.
A river dirt.
William Shatner.
Finally, it's gonna be Günther Steiner. Now, I know he was replaced recently, but piss off, you know, he's still in my heart. Anyway, Günther is the type of guy to swear 9 times in a sentence with only 5 words in it.
He does not smash my door. Tell him that. If he doesn't want to come back, he better tells me now.
What?
Yeah. He smashed my fucking office door.
So that is Formula 1 and the best explanation that I can come up for it. It's obviously, you know, the most accurate explanation of the sport, but I might still have probably missed a couple of things throughout making this video, so if I did miss out on anything, be sure to let me know. But what I do know though, is that even if I might have fumbled, I didn't fumble as hard as Lance Stroll did in 2023. Thank you so much for watching.
If you're watching this on YouTube, head on over to twitch.tv/LuminusRed and drop a follow. Come hang out. Until next time, my lovely stars. Bye!